Is up, guys? Welcome back to the garage. Gerald here with you. Another quick movie review. Awards season is here, whether we like it or not. I got a chance to check out the new Todd Haynes film, May, December, starring Miss Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore. Talk about a powerhouse duo. It also co-stars Charles Melton, who, plot twist, may be my favorite performance in this movie. Let's talk about it. 20 years after their notorious tabloid romance gripped the nation, a married couple buckles under the pressure when an actress arrives to do research for a film about their past. May December is a very interesting watch. I just want to tell you up front, this is a spoiler-free review. I liked it, but it's one of those movies where I don't really know why I liked it. Does that make sense? The performances, the filmmaking are all exquisite. Todd Haynes really blew me away in 2015 with a film called Carol, starring Miss Cate Blanchett. This is the first movie of his I've really seen since then. He's a filmmaker that I admire, and I can see he has a very keen eye for these movies. His direction is flawless. It really is, and it is in May, December as well. The problem with the movie for me overall is that I just did not know what I was really watching. I didn't know what the focus of the movie was. What was the focal point? So Natalie Portman is an actress, and she's researching and kind of in a way living with this couple that was very controversial because Julianne Moore plays a character who was a teacher that started dating a young boy. I think he was 14 or 15 years old in the film. The adult version of him, 20 years later, is played by Charles Melton, who I thought did a phenomenal job. And to be honest with you, after seeing this movie, I'm reconsidering my supporting actor predictions because I feel like that's how strong and layered his performance was in this film. Our two lead actresses here are obviously two of the best alive. To get them together in a movie is like a dream scenario for any film fan, and they really do come through for you in this movie. Again, where is this movie taking you? I don't really know. I want you to think about it and see it for yourself because you could be looking at it from the perspective of Natalie Portman, the actress. Is she kind of detached from reality? Is she a little too deep into the art imitating life kind of scenario? Then you could also be looking at it through the lens of Julianne Moore's character, who is this kind of universally hated, even if not everybody really talks about it, whether it's whispers at the water cooler or whatever, kind of hated for this love affair that she had with one of her students, who, like I said, was like 14 years old when they got together. But for me, I've kind of alluded to it already in this review. What I really grabbed onto and really kept me invested in this film is Charles Melton's portrayal of Joe. He's Julianne Moore's husband, and he is the 14-year-old boy that is now grown up. They have kids of their own. And really following his story and his kind of dilemma that you could see he was facing throughout the movie, where he was coming to the realization that possibly his life had been used in a footnote for Julianne Moore's life in this movie. And you could kind of see him realizing that in real time. And it's quite fascinating, to be honest with you. I was talking to my wife about the movie earlier, who also saw it and had kind of mixed feelings about it. And I just wish that Haynes had spent a little more time on the past between Joe and Gracie, portrayed by Julianne Moore. We got a couple flashbacks. There were some scenes of like newspaper articles. There were a couple of conversations that Natalie Portman's character had while she was researching the character. But we don't get any like true time spent with those previous years leading up to where we are. So again, is the movie trying to get us to focus on Natalie Portman's point of view? I just don't know. Now, if you do, and if you're invested in her character above all else, this movie will probably work a lot better for you because Natalie Portman obviously carries anything she's in on her shoulders. At the end of the day, the movie's coming out on Netflix this week. It's playing in limited release right now. I wanted to get my review up before the film hits Netflix, but I got to be honest with you, it's one of those movies that sits with you to where you ponder it. And that's kind of what I've been doing with May December. I've just been kind of thinking about what was I supposed to get from that? I'm not saying it's a fool's errand to sit through the 2 hours because it is a good movie. It's a bit of a slow burn. It's a three-way character study of these three main characters. There's a lot of beautiful imagery. I mean, all the technical aspects are phenomenal. There's a really over-the-top score in this movie, too, that I found to be awesome. Like, I loved it. I feel like it was like a score for like a murder mystery movie or like unsolved mysteries reenactment put into this kind of romantic drama film. It felt out of place, but it just worked so well for me. It was like, it was a bit of comedic relief in this film, but it also illustrated when there were certain pivotal points in the movie you could kind of get from the score as well. So I really love that part about it too. But it's just one of those movies that I want to hear from you in the comments. What is this movie about? What is our main focus? What are we cheering for, if you will, in this movie? I just don't know what that is. And I've been thinking about it literally for a week since I saw this movie initially. All that kind of uncertainty aside of the filmmaker's intent, I'm going to recommend May December. It's a middling review for me. But if you like Todd Haynes, if you like these actors, which, I mean, let's be honest, if you're alive and you have a pulse, you do. Check out May December. It's coming on Netflix on December 1st. Out of 100, as usual, I'm going to give May December right on the nose a 70. Essentially a 7 out of 10. What did you guys think of it? Let me know down below. Are you planning on catching this when it hits Netflix? I want to hear from you. I'll see you guys next time in the garage.